even greater duty to be utilizing these tools and technology to bring you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we've developed an app, prophetic app, which will allow you to, the sheets that we have in the books, this is all now simplified in digital form in an app where you can also touch base with your mentor. You can basically, they can keep track of your progress. So I don't want to say too much about that because that's their job, to showcase this particular aspect of technology, how we are utilizing it for our services, so our purposes. So just to introduce the speakers. On my right, they're both on my right. So on the far right, we have Ustadh Shabbir Hassan, who works in, he's one of our trainers who works in mental health services, deals a lot with mental patients. So I said to him, come here today, you'll feel at home. And, these zaviyas are also like hospitals with patients, because the doctors are treating people for spiritual illnesses. And so he will be delivering today alongside Brother Naveed, who's a businessman and who has been overseeing the development of this app, dealing with developers. And without further ado, I'd like to hand over to them to be able to then demonstrate and showcase this great app that we have been working on for quite some time now, for your benefit, my benefit, to really drive forward this mission to help develop people. So over to yourself, Jazakallah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Sadaqallahul azim. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alayka ya Nabi wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. So inshallah, before I start, there's a story which it really affected my heart, and I was personally part of that story as well in regards to mental health. So there's many people that are going through many issues in regards to mental health as well. And one thing they are trying to find is peace within themselves. So, there's a person that I know personally, and we used to have long chats in regards to, Islam, Deen, Christianity, and so forth, for a couple of years. And he told me his story, and his story was that he couldn't find any peace. So then he started taking drugs, alcohol, and he went to Spain, got a credit card, and he went to Spain, and he thought, I'm going to have the blast of my life for 1 to 2 weeks, and then I'm going to jump off the bridge, and just kill myself. He basically had enough. So prior to that, he had 5 suicide attempts. So this was the 6th one. So they all failed. There must be a reason behind this as well. But anyway, what happened was he went to Spain, partied for 2 weeks, and then jumped off the bridge. Didn't die, so to deport him back to the UK with a 18,000, 19,000 pound bill on his head. Anyway, due to his mental health, they overlooked that, so they quashed all of that debt. And then he was he met his father, and his father gave him a Bible. And now we know that there's certain things in the Bible which are the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but many things have been changed. But so he was finding some peace, so he let go of his drugs, alcohol, everything, and he started going towards the right path, meaning the path of not going towards the sins and other things. But anyway, what happened was after a few months, again he went back to normal. He didn't find that peace again. Put the Bible to one side, and then he walked past the masjid. He walked past the masjid. Now this person, if you saw him, you'd be scared. You know, the way he dressed, the way he looked and everything. And he walked past the masjid and he went inside, and he found so much peace inside the masjid. And from there he said his shahada. And in one night, even the mental health support workers could not believe. In one night he let go of everything. He's off all the medication. He let go of his drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, vaping as well, everything he just let go. And he became a 5-time Namazi. And every time I go and do a welfare check on him, I can hear the Quran playing in his room, and then this beautiful scent coming out of his room. So he's always like praying and constant in zikr. And then I ask him, oh, pray for me as well. I says, rely on Allah. You know, and it's just amazing that, you know, people are looking for that peace. And once they find that peace, there's a complete change around as well, you know. So anyway, that wasn't the topic, because he mentioned in regards to mental health, so I thought I might share that story to inspire our brothers here today. So, as our teacher mentioned in regards to sincerity, now we need to ask the question whether we are sincere. Is all of the blessings we've reaped in Itikaf, and now Itikaf is coming to an end, what are we going to do after Itikaf? You know, these are the questions. Are we going to go back to our normal ways, or are we going to progress and move forward to the next level? And so we are here to help you to preserve your blessings, the blessings that you've received here. We are here that you can carry on after Itikaf as well, as though you are in Itikaf, as though you are in the month of Ramadan as well. So you can carry for some people, every day is like a day of Ramadan. Every night is like a night of Qadr for them. You know, because they are constant in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they want to be with Allah, you know, constantly. So we are here to help you in regards to this as well. So as we understood from our blessed teacher, he mentioned about having a guide in our life. And so in terms of education, we need a teacher. In terms of, even if you want to lose weight, you still need a trainer. Otherwise, you're going to eat all these Itikaf that we have eaten so much food, more than outside of Itikaf, to be honest. And what will happen is we're going to put loads of weight on. And even if you try it yourself, you might do it for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. After that, you'll just go back to normal. You'll fail because there isn't a trainer there with you. And this is the reason why you need a guide, why you need a mentor, because the mentor will be there constantly on you. Be there to help you, support your needs. So the role of the mentor, so our blessed teacher mentioned that the mentor represents the teacher themselves. So the course of purification, Tazkiyatun Nafs, is full of challenges. You know, as soon as you leave here, you'll find out straight away that it's full of challenges and obstacles. So you need a mentor to help you overcome these obstacles. So in regards to making mistakes, so we're all going to fall. You know, that's a fact. We've tried it so many times, we're going to fall. We're going to make many, many mistakes along the way. So this is the reason why you need a mentor, so that you can consult your mentor and you can tell them about your struggles. You can say, look, I'm struggling with this. Be like an open book. So if you be like an open book, then they can help you. If you hide certain things that you're doing and you're not telling your mentor, then the mentor won't be able to help you. He can help you in certain aspects that you've revealed, but not everything. And this is the reason why the mentors are not judges. They don't judge you. No matter what you have done, they're not going to look down upon you and say, oh, why have you done this? You besharam, harami, this, that, and that. They're not going to do this. No matter what you have done, they won't judge you. They're there to help you. They are your friend. They are your guide. So you have to fully submit to them. So not just like wishy-washy, half here, half there. And you have to fully explain to them what's going on in your life emotionally, what your mind is saying, what your heart is feeling, everything. So you should, give this information to the mentor. And one thing is that you should avoid, don't become your own sheikh. So if you have a vision or a dream, don't do your own interpretation of these dreams and visions. Or it was very clear for me, or there's no way there can be any other explanation apart from this. No, you're wrong. And there's so many different explanations. So two people may see the same thing, exact same thing, but because his life's different and this person's life's different, their explanation will be different as well. So you must consult, so any dreams, visions, anything like this, you must consult your mentor. So any spiritual experiences, you must give it to your mentor. So it's your responsibility to contact the mentor. Now imagine a mentor has 40 students, 50 students, and he's going through his list and he's busy chasing you. So the other 39 are being neglected because of you. So you must contact, for example, so you made a mistake, say you've done your tongue sheet and you made a mistake on the tongue sheet. Don't judge for yourself, just pass that on to your mentor and say that, okay, this is what I did today, is this a cross or a tick? So sometimes you might do 29 days and you might think, okay, I've done 29 days, and you might have made a mistake, and because of that you might think, oh, I might have to go back to day one, and then you don't have the energy or the motivation to go through that 30 days again. So why don't you present to that mentor? Mentor might say, okay, because he caters for everybody individually, so the mentor might say, okay, go back 3 days, go back 5 days, and start from there. So you must, if you made a mistake or anything like that. There was once a brother, I was doing an assessment with him in regards to his purification course, and he was on the tongue sheet for 4 years, and I asked him, oh, what is the reason why you're on the tongue sheet? He mentioned that, that I always make mistakes accidentally. It's not done on purposely, but it was done accidentally. And then I keep on going back to the beginning. I said, have you consulted your mentor? He says, no. I said, if you have done it accidentally, there's not a cross. If you've done it on purposely, then it's a cross. Knowing full well that you have done it, then he said, oh, I would have completed that tongue sheet 4 years ago. So it took him back 4 years because he didn't consult the mentor. So that's why it's very, very important that every aspect of your purification, your dhikr, your azkars, your feelings, your mentality, everything, just present that to the mentor, and they will be there to help you. So mentors are there to help you grow. They're not there to pull you back. They want you to progress. Our mentor gets very happy when the student completes his sheet. They get very happy that the student is doing their dhikrs, azkars. It makes their life easy as well. Because this is, when they see this happening, they feel happy that somebody's progressing on the course. When a person isn't doing anything at all, they feel unhappy that the student is not progressing. And this is the same with the teacher as well. The teacher would like everybody to progress to a higher level. For them, it doesn't matter if everybody become kutubs, abdals, and so forth. So it's very, very important. And why did shaitan fail? The shaitan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the shaitan, gave him an instruction. Why did he fail? Because he had something in his heart. He had jealousy, he had arrogance, and so forth in his heart, and he didn't tell anybody. He didn't have a teacher, he didn't have a mentor, he didn't have a guide. And he just developed. First it was a spark, and from a spark it developed, and it became so much bigger that it overwhelmed him, and he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is, as you can see on the diagram, so the mentor, he motivates you, he gives you a sense of direction, he trains you, then he's supporting you. You know, how much do life coaches cost? So much money, thousands of pounds, and here you're getting supported for free. You know, the mentors are giving their time to you free of charge. You know, they work, they have a family, and they have other responsibilities as well. This is only one part of their responsibility, but they dedicate themselves for your progression. And then eventually you'll get success, and then you reach your goal, which is the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah, I finish now here. Inshallah, shall we play the video? So if you can play the video now, inshallah. So this is showcasing the prophetic path, the app, and inshallah the website as well. How you can, you know, encourage others. So for example, while I was sat here, 4 brothers had registered from India. So while I was sat here, the one brother just invited them to the website, and they registered, and alhamdulillah, then now they'll be on the path of purification. So that's how easy it is, that you don't even need to know the path yourself, but you can invite somebody else, and inshallah they will do all the work for you, but you'll get the reward, the sadaqah jariyah as well, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. The Prophetic Path team's vision is to provide a robust support system to students all around the world, completely free of charge. Before looking at how to sign up, it is important to note there are 3 key steps. Step 1, you will register on the Prophetic Path website. Step 2, you will be invited to an introductory session. Step 3, a suitable mentor will be assigned to your personal growth and development. Let's take a look at how you can sign up to the Prophetic Path Development Program. Firstly, head over to propheticpath.co.uk. Once on the website, on the top right, you can see a button Start Our Course. Clicking this button will take you to the registration page. Once on the registration page, at the bottom you can see the registration button. Select this button and you will be directed to a registration form. You will be asked to fill in some details which will help us to assign you a suitable mentor. This mentor will be one of your key resources to progress on your journey to the Lord of the Worlds, inshallah. Here's a quick preview of the sign-up process. First, you will register on the Prophetic Path website. You will then need to fill in your details in a form. Once the sign-up is completed, within minutes you will receive a personalized WhatsApp message through Prophetic Path's AI system, inviting you to a one-off introductory session on Zoom. Once you have attended an introductory session, the Prophetic Path team will assign a suitable mentor to you. Our WhatsApp AI system will then send a personalized message to you, letting you know you have been assigned a mentor. The name and contact details of the mentor are shared. At the same time, a similar automated message is sent out to the mentor, in this example, Ustadh Shabbir Hassan. In the year 2024 alone, Prophetic Path's AI WhatsApp system has sent more than 5,500 messages. These are messages sent to students and mentors around the world. Now let's take a look at Prophetic Path's ongoing support system, which we are continuously looking to develop and improve. Prophetic Path's flagship feature is a completely free mentoring program. We have mentors from all around the world. These are highly qualified trainers who will help and support you on your journey. Prophetic Path's program is tailored to you. This means you can grow and progress from anywhere in the world. The Prophetic Path team is dedicated to assigning a mentor who speaks your preferred language and can connect to you on deeper level. There are tens of thousands of students benefiting from this program. We can proudly say Prophetic Path has a roster of more than 70 qualified mentors, male and female, providing free consultation, advice and support purely for the sake of Allah. As part of providing students with a global support system, the team has been delivering monthly talks for all Prophetic Path students. We have had positive feedback from students who have been inspired and moved deeply. Prophetic Path intends to continue to deliver these talks. We are always looking for ways to better support students around the world. Let's take a look at how our AI system is supporting students with basic queries and questions about Prophetic Path. As it's our goal to provide our resources to all students globally, our team is always looking to remove all barriers to knowledge and resources available. Hence, we are leveraging modern technologies to provide a robust, inclusive service. We are now using Prophetic Path's AI system when sending welcome messages to students, inviting students to introductory sessions, and letting students know they have been assigned a mentor. We intend to communicate with students and mentors as fast as possible. All of these interactions cannot be dealt with manually in a modern world. On the screen, you can see a conversation between Prophetic Path's AI system with students. Our AI system on WhatsApp can speak in more than 50 languages. Due to the success of Prophetic Path's AI system on WhatsApp, the team will soon launch the Prophetic Path AI system on our website. This is one example of where the Prophetic Path team is catering for students around the world. Let's now take a look at the Prophetic Path app. Prophetic Path is launching a beautiful personalized app for all students globally. The app features a modern design aimed at being easy to use for all users. The global launch starts off with India, where the app will soon be available for all students. The app is free of charge as we put your growth and development first. The app features a vibrant and modern design aimed at providing users with a smooth experience. Students can see an overview of their profile. This will help them track their progress. Whether you need to track habits or learn more about Prophetic Path, the app will support you. As the student progresses, their mentor will assign more habits to the student, a plan tailored to their spiritual development. You can see an overview of multiple habits being tracked. This will provide a simplified and aesthetically pleasing view of your progress. Here you can see how you will be able to track your progress on each habit. Thank you for watching. We wish you all the success on your journey to the Lord of the Worlds.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so Brother Naveed, I'm part of the Prophetic Path Administration Department, and we look after three things. We look after the website and all the people who register around the world and allocate them to mentors. We look after the mentoring side to ensure that people do get mentored. And number three, we're looking after the app as well, which is ready to be launched towards the end of the year. However, last night it was uploaded to the PlayStation, Play Store, and also the Android Store. So it is available as a beta version, as a test version for you to download, and we invite you to use it and give us feedback. It's not the complete app, because when you do an app, you do it in stages. So we do the foundation first, and as we do it, we add in other features. But today I'll walk you through some key features of it. So when you do register, you will come to the home screen. On the home screen, that is the ticking element. And the ticking element is actually the most important part, because it's taken account of your behavior. And coming here today and coming here for Itikaf and coming here for talks, you are very happy, your nafs is happy. What really pleases Hazrat Sahib is when you tick your sheets. What really pleases the Mashaykh is when you progress on your journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not about coming here, it's about what happens after you leave here. And with ticking off the sheets, you either put a cross on it or a tick on it. But either way, it is a marking of the sheets, which is your success. Because what happens often, people start putting crosses on the sheets day after day, week after week, and then they stop ticking. But they've got the wrong mindset. The right mindset is just to mark it is success, whether it's a tick or a cross. And I failed in this as well, so I'm speaking from my own experience, where I get disheartened. But when it was re-explained to me, it's the marking of the sheet and taking account. And there's many parts to marking a sheet. With the app here on the right hand side, you'll see that there's three buttons: a stats button, a note-taking button, and an explanation of the task. So the note-taking button, this comes out next month, is a very important part of transformation. The reason it's important is that this is where you start journaling, start doing self-reflection. And it's private to you, only you will see it. So say if I lost my temper with somebody and I swore at somebody, I would write in my journal what happened and then write what could I have done differently, because that's the important part, that what would you do differently. And what I used to do, I used to think of as many different options I had to do something differently next time. So it might be smile, or might be take a deep breath, or it could be change the topics. Something needs to change before you get into that habit again of harming the other person or causing a sin. And after choosing what you could do differently, the third part of it is mental rehearsal, where you actually think, let me replay that, but let me replay it again now with a different behavior. And mental rehearsal is a very important skill. If you look at all the successful people in life, in sports and business, they are experts at mental rehearsal. They look at scoring that goal, they look at it again and again in their mind, and they might have done it 1,000 times before they actually are on the pitch. So mental rehearsal is a very important part of your transformational journey. And with the app as well, we'll give little explanations as well, so that it remind people of taking their notes and self-reflecting. The next screen shows us the habit library. So the habit library, this is where all the sheets are actually in this book here, the book of purification. And we have many sheets in here. And it's broken down into stages of the body, of the mind, of the heart, of the feelings, of the fourth stage, purification of the nafs. And every stage is of the sheets are in the habit library. So when you download your app, the starter plan is for most people. Anybody new, they'll start on the starter plan, and in there you have the long periods of thoughtful silence, courteous, polite behavior, and mindfulness of the divine presence. And then there are other ones that your mentors may give you as well: the tongue sheet, the zikr, the muraqabah dua. The rest of the sheets are all available in the habit library, and your mentor will guide you if you're on other sheets like the mind sheet or sincerity sheet. As I mentioned today, in sincerity, there are 7 levels in sincerity. All those 7 levels are in the app, and you can allocate that to yourself and start ticking the sheet of sincerity of the first level. So in this here, we have one of the ones that you've been studying for the last 7 days is mindfulness of the divine presence. With that on the app, we've set it so that you'll be able to choose a reminder every hour. And you can see from the screen here that you can personalize it. So people who work on nights, they may have it on at night time. People who work during the day may have it on during the daytime, and your phone will ping every hour, reminding you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you, seeing you, and hearing you. Similarly, with the each explanation, we have each task we have an explanation. So for this one here, the tongue sheet, when you're allocated the tongue sheet, there'll be a small video for you to watch. So if you've forgotten what the instruction your mentor gave you, you can watch the video. There's an explanation and then a summary of the few things that you're not allowed to do with your tongue. We have the next sheet, which is the zikr, and again, there's a video, there's a picture from the book, so everything that's actually from the book here, and then an explanation as well. So this is really the heart of the app, I couldn't show you live from my phone because my phone's not connected, so I just took a few pictures so that you're able to see on the PowerPoint presentation some of the activities that you're able to do. And on your profile page, there's a feedback button. And on that feedback, any problems, any errors, any suggestions, let us know. We do have many things in the pipeline, and this is just the beginning of the foundation of the app. The rest of the things are coming every 6 to 8 weeks. There'll be a new release of the app. And in reality, the course of purification is probably one of the most important courses you'll ever do in your life. When we're studying and we want to go to university, we put so much effort in doing our A-levels, choosing a degree, trying to do medicine, and what's the return in that? We might get a good job, we might get a salary, might get 100k, it doesn't last for long, and eventually we're out of this world. What about the course of purification? What do you get from that? You get a ticket, you get a VIP ticket to Jannah, because you're going to have 50 stations of checking on the Day of Judgment. Each one of those stations is 1,000 years long. But by doing the course of purification, by doing your tazkiyah in this world, it will save us so much in the grave and also on the Day of Judgment. It is really the most important course you could ever do in your life, beyond medicine, beyond engineering, dentistry, pharmacy, all these great professions that we put our life in. And how long does it take a day? Well, the saying is you take your choice and you pay your price. It does cost something. It costs you your time. But it's such a simple course that, in fact, the lower the IQ, the easier it is to do. Because all it is submission. 20 minutes of zikr. And that is like your spiritual battery. If you don't do your zikr, I actually start to struggle going for Jamaat. That's how much of the spiritual battery it is. So it's 20 minutes of zikr, 10 minutes of adhkars that you do every day. And these here are full of blessings and protection. Would you actually leave your house without putting the alarm on? I wouldn't leave Fajr without putting my alarm on protection and blessings for me. The same at Maghrib time. Similarly, when you start to read the hadiths in here, one of the hadiths is that if you read this, 70,000 angels will pray for you from Fajr to Maghrib. So you don't need to ask people, pray for me, when you've got 70,000 angels praying for you. So your adhkars, 10 minutes. Then your muraqabah dua, another 10 minutes, speaking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you were young at school, at university and college, you may have friends that you spoke to all the time. When you left university, those relationships disappear. And that is because you've stopped speaking to them. Imagine now speaking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every day, building that relationship, building that connection, and wanting and looking forward to speak to Him every hour. And we may have forgotten Him, but He doesn't forget us. He's waiting for us to return. We walk to Him, He'll run to us. So that's 10 minutes. And then finally, you've got your tick sheets, which is at the end of each day, you just tick your sheets. So the course is probably the most important opportunity you have to change yourself and transform. And it's simple and easy. There are a few thank yous I need to make. One of the thank yous is to MHOW, who's kindly supported and paid so far £20,000 for the app. And we do need to raise funds for that. So there will be a message going out if you want to be part of the journey of helping others in ticking their sheets. I'd like to thank the whole of the Prophetic Path team as well, that are worldwide, brothers and sisters, and our honourable teacher. And anything beneficial that I've said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and everything incorrect is from me. I'll just pass.
If they want to ask any questions, then feel free.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to prompt. First and foremost, Jazakallah to the brothers who have showcased this piece of technology. And I always feel that we're always behind on this curve on adopting technology. You know, when the rest of the world has already mastered these things, we, especially Muslim organizations, we're really trailing behind. There's so much more that we should be doing, and inshallah, with the new generations coming up, we should be at the forefront of using these technologies. And you know, as I've said, the shaitan's using these technologies to take people to the hellfire. We should be using them to take them towards the closeness and pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Does anybody have any quick questions in relation to this particular app, what's been shown, or anything to do with mentorship? Please raise your hands. I know it was quite self-explanatory, but just in case there is anybody, don't be shy. Brothers will be happy to answer your question. I'll go to this brother first and then the back.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Just a quick question. MashaAllah, the app looks great. What happens to the people that are already on the path and already on specific sheets which have been passed? How does that work for someone signing up?
How do they now migrate onto the app, basically?
Okay. So people who are already on the course of purification, if a person's on any level, they can choose the sheet they're on, and they can activate it onto the home page, and so it's available. Thank you.
Also, if there's a sheet which is assigned which is not on the course of purification, maybe an Ustadh have assigned you another sheet, then you can personalize that sheet as well, so you can add that on as well, inshallah.
So just a quick question on the adab of having a mentor. So if you're assigned a mentor, so you're assigned a mentor, you have that communication with them, does that mean you're exclusively only directing your questions to that mentor? Can you direct questions to another mentor if you bump into them, for example, or otherwise?
Yeah, if it's your personal journey, then you should direct it to your own mentor. But if, for example, they presented something in regards to ihsan or anything on the presentation and you're unsure about certain things and you want to ask questions, then you can ask as well in regards to that as well. But your personal journey is like you have one doctor, you know, and if you go, say you have a stomach issue and you go to one doctor, he gives you some pills, then you go to another one, he gives you another pills, then you go to the third doctor, then eventually your stomach is, rather than getting better, is going to be all messed up, you know. So it's better to stick with your one mentor that's been assigned to you. And in regards to mentors, if you feel that you're unhappy in regards to that mentor, then you can discuss that with the Prophetic Path team, and we can get in touch with the mentor and see what the issue and the problem is as well, inshallah. And then if the mentor is busy for whatever reason, then we can assign you another mentor as well. So we have your full the records of the interactions between mentor and the student as well. We have a Podio up, and we, like a doctor's surgery, we have all this information. So none of your information will be lost. So for even if you get assigned another mentor, it will just be a transformation from one mentor to the next, but he'll have your full record of where your progression on the course of purification is. So in the past, when we changed the apps, we lost a lot of students and we lost the progression as well. But this time round, it's all preserved as well, so nobody will be lost. Wherever you are, you'll carry on from your next mentor as well, inshallah.
Jazakallah. Both Brother Naveed and Brother Shabbir Hassan will be available during the break, after, and later on as well. So if you have any further questions, by all means come and approach them. Just looking at the time, we're going to break for Asr. But before that, I have another message. You know, as an organization, as many of you have come to know now, we don't just focus on people coming to the masjid. They come, listen to a discourse, and they go away, and the next time we meet at the masjid again. We are a complete organization in the sense that we also sort of present ourselves like a corporation, where we have various departments, various wings of our organization, and one of them is an events team that we have. And the events team organizes different programs and events throughout the country, throughout the year. And one particular event I wanted to highlight, for those of you who want to keep in touch, for those of you who want to bring your families and even children on a path, where when we go out on holidays anyway, but let's look at some halal outdoor outings and holidays and events. So this particular event that I want to just highlight now is a 3-day stay over a bank holiday. It's not a bank holiday, but it's over a weekend, 3 days in Gulliver's Kingdom, which is more for families and children, where you can come, stay in the hotel on site in Gulliver's Kingdom and have unrestricted, use of all the attractions for your children. There's going to be a whole lot of other teachings and discourses that we are going to organize for the parents whilst they're on site. So over 3 days, you'll be given a sort of exposure to some of our teachings. So this is for how a lot of new people get attracted on the path. Then maybe they came to an event like last year. We had a summer family holiday event. So when the children and the families came, they met the teachers, the trainers, they met even our honorable teacher Sheikh Ahmad Dabbagh. That's not a guarantee they're going to be at this event, but they may be. We don't know, subject to their availability and health. They may be attending as well. And it attracts people onto the path then. It exposes them to a whole new dimension of, teachings through events, halal sort of events and entertainment. So this is a poster we just put on the screen. We had a great time last year in the event that we organized in August. This one is also promises to be a great event for families. So Gulliver's Kingdom theme park, exclusive hire of a hotel that we've got, and then that gives us access to the whole of the theme park. So take a picture, and if you're available on that particular weekend in 13th to the 15th of June, then by all means get in touch with the organizers. All the details are on the poster, and book yourself on, and I can assure you it will be a real great time for yourself and your families, inshallah. And like that, we have many other events which, if you stay with us, stay plugged in, we will continue to send messages out on the various social media platforms, and that's how you can also bring families to these particular events. So Jazakallah, we'll have a break now, get ready, freshen up for Asr, and then after Asr I'll come back on and tell you what the next part of the schedule is, inshallah. How many people going today after Maghrib? Raise your hands. Just let's break.